In this video, we'll go over a card in Power BI. So to add a card, go to Visualizations, and we'll add our card. And we can just add a value like line total. And that gives us the total amount for our whole data set. So we generally use cards. You'll see them a lot in dashboards. They're to denote values that are important in your data set. So a lot of times people will use cards to kind of show important overall totals. So let's add another card. And this time we're going to add subcategories. So when you add in text, it's just giving you the first text item. So you have options, a few functions of first, and I could pick last. And then you have count and count distinct. So count distinct is good sometimes if you want to know the total amount. Subcategories. However, sometimes most of the time you're going to want to know which category has the most sales or whatever measure is important to you. So for that, we would pick subcategory again and add it to filters. And what you're going to do here is add more advanced filter. We're going to use top N. And so you're going to have top, and you're going to pick one. And then you have by value. So we want to know which subcategory had the highest sales. So we're going to put line total in there. And then once you click apply a filter, then it'll show road bikes had the highest sales. So right now we have two cards. We have the overall total for our data set and this subcategory with the highest sales. So we've done a basic numeric card and now text. So let's try another type of card, and this time we're going to add date. So we're going to add in our order date, and again it's going to pick the earliest date, and then you can pick the latest date. And so what we're going to do again is we want to know which date had the highest sales. So we would again pick the date and add it into filters. And we're going to use top N. And we're going to pick 1 and line total. And apply the filter. And so we see the date with the highest amount of sales was June 30th, 2013. So now, if we had this in a report, we might want to do some formatting. So we can change the border. And make a roundish border. Let's move this over. Or we can change the border and change the radius. And then also we can change the background color. And then we can go back to our fields and we can rename so we don't have first product subcategory name underneath, and we can change the name to bikes, or I shouldn't change it to bikes. We can call this category. And here we can rename it to highest sale date. And so we can also then, these cards also become interactive with your table. So let's add a table real quick to report. And we'll just add line total and product category. And so when we click each row here, our cards will interact. Although it seems, okay, components has a different highest sale date. But you can see now your cards are very useful because when you have a general report, they can interact and filter according to that report. So that's a basic quick run through of how you can use cards in Power BI.